Hey guys, so I just wanted to make an update video on what's happening, and it's been 10 days. I've been meditating for 3 hours per day, and it's just gonna be a update video of what happened and how it's going and how I feel. So first let's talk about why I'm doing this, because it needs to have a lot of context. Because yesterday I posted on a group. It's just a community, and there's a lot of people who are making more than money. Like they're making like 15, 20, $30,000 a month already. And they were just criticizing, man, hey, what the fuck, you're wasting 3 hours per day. You should do like 30 minutes and it's fine and stuff like that. So it got me thinking, and yesterday I was just thinking about it. Even today when I woke up, I was like, dude, am I doing something wrong? But yes, so let me give you some context. And this is personal, like nobody, I'm not gonna judge anybody. I'm just telling you why I'm doing this and why I think it makes sense for me. For me. So here's the thing. I got to know meditation about like 5 years ago, and I think I did like 30 minutes when I was like 19, something like that. Not every single day, obviously. Did it like once in a while, once in a month, or something like that. And then when I went to Noida in around 2023, I was watching a few videos, and I was like, he was Joey Dispenza, and he was talking about you just go to the alpha state, the beta state, the theta state, and you just fix everything. Like it didn't made any sense. But yes, after a few months back, then I started meditating 1 hour per day, and I never did it for more than like 10 days in a row, but I felt the difference. And then I got in depth that what is this, how it works, how it, you know everything. So after that, I was like, dude, if I can just meditate 1 hour per day or 2 hours per day, it's gonna be good. And this is 3 years back, so this is 2023. Then I started doing it, and after a few months, not regularly, but sometimes I did 3 hours. I also have a friend, and and we used to do together on a video call sometimes, because he was in Agra and I was in Noida. And once in a while when he comes to Noida, we used to do like 3 hours. So it was crazy, and we felt the difference, but we never did it religiously or something like that. So when I was at the bottom of my spiral, let's say it's a wave, right? For some days you are just eating trash, watching the 6 hours per day reels, and you're not, you are at the bottom of whatever habits you have. You're wasting time, you're not making any money, you're not even focusing on making money, you're not even focusing on getting the knowledge that will get you the money. So that's a I saw, yes, this is good. So I felt that, that state, that alpha state of mind, when I did like 10 days plus. And when what I used to do is, whenever I caught myself in that pattern, when I'm too low for too long, for like 15, 20 days, I will like, let's do meditation, let's do 3 hours per day and fix this. Because here's what I thought it's doing, and it's still this. What I think it do is, let's say I'm at a, there are states of mind where you don't even think about anything productive. At least for me, this is my personal opinion. I've never heard it anywhere on this planet. So this is me discovering my own self. For example, when I'm eating junk, when I'm overweight, when I don't want to even think about money, I don't want to think about productiveness, I will like, fuck it, man, let's go on chai, let's go eat out, let's waste time, let's go on a movie, let's like, I call them low frequency activities, low intensity activities, where you're not even able to think straight. And I've noticed that the only way to get from that to that self to the upper part, which is, what the fuck, man, I'm not doing anything, I need to do it. People get this. I've gotten this a lot of time in my life, but it just vanishes after a few minutes. So what I was doing is I was just, in my upper threshold, which is like, fuck it, man, I'm gonna make 1 lakh per day. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I will finish all the to-do and stuff like that. So that state doesn't, like, I'm not able to do it for more than like 4, 5, 10 days. You have seen me in the past on YouTube. I have so many videos. I've started so many things that, hey man, I'm gonna do this and do this, but nothing go past 10 days. And the reason is because after a few days, you just default back to your default state zone, the DMN, the people call it, default mode network. It is your old conditioning, let's say, your old limiting beliefs, your old sense of self that, nah, it's too hard, people can't make it. Like, the beliefs I had were different, but for me it was not beliefs, it was reels, to be honest. Like, I was a big time, like I am a big time reel scroller, 6 hours per day, 8 hours per day. So dopamine, you can say it. After like, when I used to watch the course of Charlie, I watched it for like 6 hours per day, and everything was going good when I was watching it. But after 20 days, let's say one day I miss it, one day I go on a vacation, or with family or something, I miss it, and then the next day I miss it again, and then I will start scrolling reels again, and then I will start not watching the course at all, and then I will be like, fuck it, man, we will do it later, something like that. So from the last 2 years, and I was just thinking about it from the last a few months, I was like, man, let's meditate. And to be honest, the hardest part is just meditating for that first 30 minutes, for the first 1 hour. But I've done it a lot of times, this loop, that up and then that down, and then at that down you're deciding that let's meditate, and then you're doing it. But after 15 days, then you are getting that up again, and then you just fall back down. So what I've noticed is that the best way to fix it, just to meditate for long enough, for that long enough horizon, that the upper state is just your default state. And meditation is the best thing to do this on this planet. And I think it is the most painful thing as well, like, at least for me, like, making this decision of meditating 3 hours per day is more painful than me anything. Like, I remember I made from 50,000 rupees a month to 2 lakh rupees a month, or 3 lakh rupees a month. That was not hard. But meditate, like, that time back in 2021 or so, 2021, 2022, if anybody would have told me that, hey man, just meditate 3 hours per day and just keep doing what you're doing, keep learning, keep implementing, but just add meditation, man, I promise I would be making like 30, 40, 50 lakhs per day, per month. So fuck it, it didn't happen, so let's not talk about it. Let's talk about what we are doing today. In the last 10 days, here's what happened with me. So let me tell you the preconditions I had. I used to watch 6 hours reels per day. I have a whole list of limiting beliefs, and I'm just telling you a few off the bat. The second one was, I can't work more than 1.5 hours or 1 hour straight, without me checking my phone or something like that. That's the second belief. Like, it fucks my mind when I see somebody who's working like 4 hours without breaks, without checking their phone. I don't know, you can call me a dumbhead, but it fucked my mind. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And to be honest, just to fix these two things, I was like, fuck it, man, let's do meditation. And then I was like, what if I meditated 6 months or 3 months? Will I make them money? My intuition was like, fuck yes, it will. So here I am. And it's been 10 days. So on day 0, I just told you, and there's a few more business specific relations as well. For example, I do not want it to have a follow-up schedule. I do not want to have a show up rate schedule, have a whole system using Claude. I do not wanted to do that. I was just avoiding it because it felt painful to do, and that's the most stupid thing you can tell yourself. Something is too painful to do. Even videos were too painful for me, and I was like, we will figure that out as well. So what I did, I was like, let's start with meditation. I did a few days and then I didn't do it. Then I was like, fuck it, now I'm gonna start it again. And Now I'm going to document it as well. So here we are. From the day, like today is day 10 or day 11, I don't know. But let me tell you what difference it has made. And it's not much. It's not much, but it's a bit. Okay, so yesterday when I made that school post, I felt a lot of anxiety, and I was just thinking about it. And today when I woke up at 3 p.m., I was like, same thing. And then I thought about it, that here's what changes I have made. Like, it made me in myself. The first is, I have started, like, I have, like, from the last 10 days, I've worked like 3 or 4 times for 4 hours without phone. Like, I was working and then I was meditating, but there was no phone involved. From now on, like, I fixed reels, by the way. I don't scroll reels now. I've locked it off, and it's easy. Like, I do from the other account like 30 to 40, 45 minutes, 1 hour max sometimes, but on average it's just 30 minutes or less. So first, that is fixed. So far so good. Second, from now on, my willpower or my intuition has increased a lot. This is the number one thing I have changed. If I say you that I'm going to meditate 1 hour straight, I'm going to do it. If I tell you that, hey, I'm going to go on a 5-kilometer run, I've never run, I've not run so from the last 2 years, I know I would do it because I said it I would do. So my intuition, you can say, it has increased a lot. The decision making power has increased a lot. I do have a few things that I need to improve, like working with zero distractions. If I'm just working, then I'm just working and nothing else. That's like, I'm going to work it. I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to, like, from the last 3 days, I'm doing it every single day. Just 1 session, but I'm just thinking to do 2 sessions of that, and it will make a day and night difference. Another thing I want to do right now is just meditating at the first half of the day. Like, I woke up, you try to do as much med as you can, like 3 hours per day if possible. This way, what's going to happen is, once I'm at a better frequency, because I've noticed that, like, I get white space now. Even tomorrow, even today, when I'm meditating, like, if I will do my first session, I will not feel any white space. I will not feel any clarity for the first 2 hours. This is what's happening. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm so fucked up from the last few years. And it's been 10 days I'm doing it, and still I'm noticing that for the first 2 hours, like for the first 30 minutes, there's zero thought. And then the second 30 minutes, it's like 2 to 4 minutes. And then at the third, I generally do it for the full 1 hour. There's like 10 minutes of white space for the full hour. And then at the third hour, I feel that, hey man, I'm back. I'm so back at it. So that is good. In the last set, the 6th set of 30 minutes, I feel it for like 10 to 15 minutes. It's that great. But yes, I have, like, for all the days, I've just done it at night. So I wasted the whole day. I did like 30, 40 minutes or 1 hour, but I've wasted the whole day, and then I've done the med from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. or from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. So I will fix that as well. So these 3-4 things. And when it comes to the business, there's a lot of moves I need to make. I just made the best one, and I know it's going to make a huge difference. It was something I was working from the last 4 days, but Claude was not working, so it fucked everything up. Now it is working, so it has fixed my business. But yes, it was something I needed to do. And that's it, man. This is the update I wanted to give you. I do think, I still have that intuition that if I just do it for 75 days, I will have it. I will be the RN who deserves that kind of money. Because this is one thing that I never did. It's the most painful thing I think I would do. And if you are in my place, just try it. Like, I want to be the guy who says I've not met somebody who has meditated for 3 hours per day and has, not get what he wanted. I want to be that guy, and this is why I'm doing this challenge and, documenting the journey as well. But yes, for the 10 days, this is it. I do feel anxious a lot, but as I told you, the first 2 hours are bullshit. And then on the third hour, I feel very good. and I fixed myself as well. What I think is, in the next 10 or 20 days, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna feel good on the first hour or something like that. It's not magic. People think meditation is magic, but it is not. And I think this is what being a human feels like. So I will just keep you updated. I just wanted to get it out of my heart. Bye.